Everybody say Yearick, 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 Yearick. There's about 10 outlets that simultaneously reported Yearick was a shooter and not Crooks. How did they all get it wrong all simultaneously? Very simply, the first people to the van, before they ran the serial number on the gun, on Cook's gun, supposedly. The first people to the van was the township police, the Butler Township Police. And that's who leaked the van serial number. The van serial number, talk to the 10 or 12 outlets that all simultaneously got Yearick wrong. It's from the van serial number. It's from the van serial number. And the serial number from the gun is how they got to Crooks. That was the correction. And so Roger Stone, and all I did was follow up on everyone reporting Yearick and leaving supposedly his residence on July 12th, the day before, the 19 different metadata locations with Crooks. That's how, with the Allegheny Gun Club, Crooks' home, Crooks' lacrosse field, Crooks' place of business, 6 different places around Clarendon for the secret DHS locations. I mean, it was lining up. Plus, the Washington, D.C. headquarters visit to the Secret Service. We got to kind of remember that. But the original false reporting, or where everybody got thrown the curveball, was the serial number, the license plate number from the white man. That's why they want to suppress the white man. That's why they want to suppress the white man.
Make no mistake about it. We are being ran through a state of confusion that I have never seen before in all my 38 years on this planet. Every event that has happened these past few weeks, nothing makes sense. Before we do begin this video, I do want to ask if you can please like, comment, and share this video, as YouTube is heavily monitoring this channel and other channels talking about this topic. So the more likes we give, the more comments we make, will help balance against what YouTube is deleting. Also, if you like this video, if you like this channel, please do subscribe as well. From what happened at Trump's rally on July 13th to the most recent 2024 games controversy, to everything in between, the United States election, CrowdStrike, the computers glitching everywhere, every answer we are given contradicts with answers that are coming out. And where does that leave us? That leaves us confused. Then on top of everything else, on top of all these very bizarre events that are leaving us confused, we have the word weird being constantly fed to us. News, media, politicians, social media. We are constantly seeing the word weird. So why are they trying to control that word? What is going to happen in the future that we are going to say that's weird, that's strange, and that they are already controlling this word? Think about how crazy that sounds. Think about everything that has gone down in these past few weeks, all these bizarre events taking place, and on top of everything else, you are no longer allowed to use the word weird. And bizarre, strange, all fits into that category. You're not allowed to use these words to describe these events, or now you're given the label of a liberal, a Democrat, because the liberal politicians, news, media, and so forth have now secured the word. That is the most mind-blowing thing to me right now that's going on. That they are playing all these strange events, and on top of that, they stopped you from saying the word weird, because if you do, you're now going to fall into politics. And what you're talking about, the topic will change. Oh, you're using the word weird because you hate Trump. You hate his vice president. Oh, you just agree with Kamala Harris, and so forth. Something big is around the corner. Something huge is around the corner that is going to play into our confusion. It has to be. But enough of me rambling on about these different topics. That's not what you're here for. You are here for what you've read in the title, Trump's rally. Now, one other thing that still has left me confused is the fact that we have not heard from Maxwell Yearick. Where is Maxwell Yearick? Why has Maxwell Yearick not spoken out yet about his involvement when it comes to July 13th? That is what's absolutely crazy to me. Maxwell Yearick's name is blazing on social media. TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and I'm sure Facebook, Instagram, and other places. Pretty much nobody is buying the fact that it was Thomas Matthew Crooks on the roof. Some people are, but a lot of people are not. People believe that it was Maxwell Yearick on the roof, and that Maxwell Yearick is deceased. One other things that I'm hearing is that Maxwell Yearick has not come out and give a statement. He's deleted his social media because he's afraid of getting harassed, and that he's being harassed. But that makes no sense whatsoever, because people believe that Maxwell Yearick has passed away. This reminds me of the whole Tiffany Dover situation. The nurse who got the C-19 jab on live TV, she passed out, she fainted, and we were not allowed to talk about it because she was being harassed. Well, people thought she passed away. People thought she was no longer around, that she was deceased. So who's harassing Tiffany Dover? The theory is that Tiffany Dover passed away from the C-19 jab. So who is harassing a dead woman?
Tiffany Dover wants the world to know one thing.
My message is simple. It is that I am alive. I'm well. That's it. I hope they believe it.
They are the massive online community of conspiracy theorists who've been convinced she's dead.
Just like with Maxwell Yearick, where people are saying he's in hiding because he's being harassed. Well, if he comes out and says, I'm hiding because I'm being harassed, well, that proves you are not there on the roof. That proves you had no involvement with July 13th because you're still alive. You're not the deceased man on the roof. That is the whole thing. That is where people are confused. They are saying the man lying prone on the roof and the man in the photos where he has a bullet wound all look like Maxwell Yearick. So if Maxwell Yearick comes out and says, I'm still alive, then that would debunk our confusion. That would completely erase our confusion. What What makes things even worse is that Maxwell Yearick had a social media presence. He had a Facebook under Maxwell, and someone recorded in real time his Facebook being deleted. Maxwell Yearick's Facebook being scrubbed only hurts. It does not help whatsoever. He did not have to upload a video of himself. He did not have to upload a photo of himself. All he had to do was make a post saying, "I'm still alive. That was not me on the roof." That's it. Now, I may not have bought it. Many people may not have bought it. But it definitely would not have hurt. It would have given some more ammunition to push back the claim that it was Maxwell Yearick on the roof. We have to ask ourselves, and I've asked myself this. Stone said he had credible sources that told him it was Maxwell Yearick on the roof. Then InfoWars took what Roger Stone said and ran with it. But who are these credible sources? Well, it's not hard to believe that those credible sources come from the city of Butler. And we have to go back to the white van. It's not hard to believe the white van with the Arizona license plates, those license plates were run through the system. And it got a hit back. And more than likely, that hit back went back to Roger Yearick. And all one has to do is Google Roger Yearick's name, and they'll see his obituary. And you will see Maxwell Yearick's name. Well, you Google Maxwell Yearick's name, and you will find the connection between Maxwell Yearick and Trump. That Maxwell Yearick has a history of assault, being arrested at Trump's rally for assault. The photo of the man lying deceased on the roof with the bullet wound has the exact same neck mole as Maxwell Yearick. I strongly believe that is how they got that connection to Maxwell Yearick, by running those Arizona license plates, and they messed up when they said that the DNA test came back that it was Matthew Crooks on the roof, when it was actually Maxwell Yearick, and they can't go back. That is why you are no longer hearing about the DNA test. You are now hearing that they took Thomas Crooks' gun, they ran the serial number, and it came back to Thomas Matthew Crooks. Well, what about the DNA that you ran? You said he had no identification on him, so you ran his DNA through the system, and instantly you got a hit back to Thomas Matthew Crooks. You mean to tell me media organizations like TMZ, who have also been heavily reporting about what took place on July 13th, cannot find Maxwell Yearick to give a statement, even though TMZ always reports about things that are being heavily talked about on social media? And a lot of people, like I said, Maxwell Yearick's name is on fire as being the person who is deceased on the roof, and TMZ cannot find Maxwell Yearick to give a statement. That would be big if they did. I know they see the name Maxwell Yearick popping up everywhere, and TMZ is always the first to find anybody and everybody. They are always the first on the scene when someone passes away. They even found the first footage of Tiffany Gomez hopping back on a plane. And they interviewed Tiffany Gomez. So then I hear, well, if it was Maxwell Yearick on the roof, if it was Maxwell Yearick to take the bullet, then where is Thomas Matthew Crooks? Why is Thomas Matthew Crooks not speaking out? And who really knows? Who really knows if Thomas Matthew Crooks is even real? He may be an AI person for all we know. No, you do not know. Now, I'm not saying he's AI. I know some people take it and run with it, but that's one of the theories that's being floated around. He could have changed his gender. He could have changed his identity. He could be disposed of. He's no longer of any use. His name can't be used in the future. Maybe they disposed of him. Where is Thomas Matthew Crooks right now? We don't know. But what we do know is that you'll never hear from Thomas Matthew Crooks again. And if you do, like I said, he will change his identity altogether. He will be a brand new person if he is still alive. But the confusing part is why we have not heard from Maxwell Yearick. So again, the more we ask questions, the more we are led to being confused and staying in the state of confusion. Because again, nothing makes sense. It did not make sense from day one when we had this Twitter troll, or supposedly this Twitter troll named Jew Gazing, come out and say he is Thomas Matthew Crooks. He hates Trump. He hates Republicans. And that he even said his name was Thomas Matthew Crooks. But you got the wrong guy. So that was day one confusion that was laid upon us. We even had news and media running articles that this was Thomas Matthew Crooks because he looked like the Thomas Matthew Crooks in the photo that was given to us by news and media. Then we have these 2024 games controversy of this boxer who they are saying is a female, was born a female, but they were tested to have XY chromosomes. So there's even more confusion laid on the public because there are still people in the public that believe your chromosomes dictate your gender, whether you are a male or a female. So they're going to come out and say, well, the boxer was born a female, but they had these certain chromosomes that are linked to men. Even though the boxer has not come out and given an official statement yet as to why they tested positive for the XY chromosomes, we have people giving a statement for them. And if you are to question why they allowed a person with XY chromosomes, a man with XY chromosomes, to compete in female boxing, you are the bad guy. Has any woman with XX chromosomes, born a female with XX chromosomes, ever compete in male professional boxing? Has a woman with XX chromosomes fought Mike Tyson, fought Roy Jones, and so forth? Why is it always the other way around? We are just being ran through the ringer these past few weeks. We always have been, but it has really ramped up these past few weeks. And on top of everything, they control the word weird. It is just getting crazier and crazier and crazier and very wacky. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like. As any engagement does help this channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.